What are the challenges to adding new pairs? U.S. exchanges seem to be exponentially slower in adding assets while giving very little information on how new assets are evaluated. Your thoughts?
It's difficult, right? I mean, for me, then I guess I can be hugely criticized because, we list 5 of the most liquid pairs, albeit against dollars, against euros, against yen. So, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, XRP. To run an institutional exchange, it's, do I have liquidity 24/7? Because you're just not going to thank me if I let you get into it and then you can't get out of it. I just run a
right.
If there's no depth there, or dries up, or liquidity providers go home on a Friday, don't come back till a Monday, you're just not going to thank me. So I think we all need to be aware of that. I mean, I go back to a former life where, you were listing equities as a broker. Of course, someone always picks up some equity, outside the top 500. And yeah, you can get them a price, but people have to understand that there may not always be the liquidity when you really need it. So I think that's the challenge. Again, I go back to the retail ecosystem, and I take my hat off to many of them in that I think they list a good array of crypto assets today. And frankly, the institutional segment isn't ready for that yet.
Right.
Because I need to have, in FX parlance, I need to have $50 aside, every millisecond of every day. In Bitcoin or Ethereum, I've got to have $10 aside. If I haven't got $10 aside, I can't list it because it's of no interest to my institution.
I'm curious along that end, what kind of market cap does a coin have to get to be on the radar for an institutional exchange? How do you know when it is big enough?
It's a valid question. For me, I think I'd probably work backwards. $10 aside up, $10 aside up. I guess then you're probably looking at a market cap of certainly $500 million might be what you're looking, billion maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about it more, but it's about, have I got liquidity that will enable people to get in and out in 5 to 10 aside? And most importantly, not just once, right? So
yeah,
that's it. These guys, they might be HFTs, they might be, buying and selling in very short time frames. So I've got to have 5 or 10 up all the time. There's no good if you sweep it, Scott. You sweep me for 10 and I don't refill for 5 seconds. I look terrible. It's a very bad experience for the institutional participant, and it wouldn't exist. So I think I'd start there. Can I consistently 24/7 have $5 to $10 aside, and is that sustainable?